Hi, I'm Tim Bradner. Welcome to Capitol Views, and welcome today to Commissioner Designee Deena Bishop, Commissioner of Education. Thanks for joining us, Deena.
Thank you. Excited to be here.
You have a pretty strong background running school districts. You were in Matsu and Anchorage. Maybe you could reflect a little on your background and any particular things you recall, kind of significant accomplishments in either of those districts.
Sure. So thanks for that question. And they were fabulous opportunities for me. And I really, my life has changed for the opportunities I've had, not only with my own education, but through education, especially here in Alaska. I would say, the districts are very different. And leading in them, though, really boils down to just working with people. And so the people in our education systems are great. And so I want to say that it's the, classrooms, teachers, kids, those environments are pretty inspiring to me. Some of the things I would say that are proud points. Certainly in Matsu, when we first addressed reading through a very detailed and specific action that we were charged with by the borough, we demonstrated success. And so in my position now with the READS Act, I know that it can be done. But some other highlights, the Alaska Middle College was started in Matsu, and now there's several around the state, and it really just offers students the opportunity to be on campus or dual credit in Alaska. And my goal is not only to provide them those opportunities, but what we found out is that once they get a foot in university, they like to stay here in Alaska, which I know makes moms and dads proud sometimes to keep our kids at home. But other things, career technical opportunities, both in Matsu for students. I really believe that it's our opportunity to provide these on-ramps as well as off-ramps, because sometimes kids realize, oh, I tried something and I don't like that. That really is, I think it's an economic driver because it saves wasted time and money sometimes when young people go into careers or college or even training centers for which they just had an idea that they like, but they don't like. And so those opportunities in high school to engage with the work world, especially the opportunities in kids' home districts and the jobs in their home districts is really valuable. So that has been a point of pride as well. Just taking a look and teaching kids the trade side of a career pathway as well as the professional side, and then give them those opportunities for both and let them discover. In Matsu, of course, the Career Center, the Matsu Technical School, as well as really changing the Career Center in King Tech from a part-time opportunity for kids to a full-scale school. One of the other highlights is partnering with Lower Yukon. And not sure if folks know, but they bought an old hotel, turned it into a dormitory here in Anchorage. And from their 10 different village schools, they rotate students in every quarter to take courses at King Tech High School. And when they're here during the day, they're, of course, keeping their courses, getting driver's license, seeing dentists, but they have a short-term opportunity in the city to experience Alaska and decide, do I like the city? What are the investments where I can go back home as well? So those are just some highlights. There's a lot more, but again, the people in the system and working with people in Alaska has been a highlight of my life.
Which is always challenges in education, but I think it's good to just remember that there are positive things going on also. And the middle school program has really been an astounding success. I've sort of been interested in it. I know several kids that are in it, and what a savings to parents having being able to start college and having a year or so under your belt.
Yeah, it's wonderful. And really, it's an investment in post-secondary as well, because they're staying. And, there was a year, prior to the pandemic that we really, between Matsu and Anchorage, the two schools that were opened, we had over 450 students paying tuition. It was using K-12 dollars in an economical way to pay tuition to take coursework that we could translate back to high school credits. And so really the the efficiency of that and money savings is really for school districts as well.
Commissioner, in the time we have left, I wonder if you could just touch on the READS Act and the rollout of it. There's always bumps with new programs, but how's it going generally?
So generally, it's great. This is the first year that the accountability system is in place. We have identified some needed inputs, if you will, into school districts, not only for training, but resources for positions. And we're taking a close look at that. In Alaska, we know that we have to address funding, and we address it every year. There hasn't been a year for which I've been superintendent that we haven't invested. I mean, we do invest, but sometimes it's not how we want it. We share the BSA. But I've learned that investments should be made in Alaska's education, and we will all benefit from it. But in listening to discussions at local levels, legislature, in school districts, really focusing those investments in the types of outcomes we want. We just talked about career technical, talked about the READS Act, whether it's energy or other really items in school districts that are becoming difficult due to cost increases. Let's take a look and really come together with our investments matching those outcomes we want, or the value of those investments. Where do we really want those? And for me, from the time I've started, it's been surrounded in student learning. That when we keep students the focus, the work doesn't seem so hard.
Commissioner, just in a few seconds we have left, what is your own pre-Mat Sue? What was your background? Are you from Alaska originally, or?
I'm not from Alaska, but I came up in 1990 right after college, and I began as a substitute teacher. I then taught in Fairbanks, and then I taught in Copper River School District. Most of my career was in Mat-Su and then Anchorage. I'm a math teacher, coach, and then spent time in administration.
Great. Well, Commissioner, thanks very much. Hopefully we'll have a chance to talk again. Thank you
That
for
sounds
joining us.
wonderful. Thank you so much.